Hi Aries, my name is Asia. I'm with Eight of Hearts Tarot, and I'm here with your Timeless What You Need to Know read. This Timeless read is for anyone who resonates with the zodiac sign Aries. This could be through your planets or your houses in your natal chart. The cards will be picking up multiple energies, so please take what fits and leave what doesn't. If you would like a personal reading, you can book through my website, eightofheartstarot.com. Information is in the description box. Please make sure to read the instructions before booking and paying. As of right now, I'm only offering audio readings with photos since I'm still trying to figure out how to send large video files. But once I have that all sorted out, I will offer the readings, the video readings as well. But as of right now, the turnaround time is 4 to 5 days. So if you would like a reading with me, go ahead and book. And we are going to go ahead and get started with your read. All right. Okay, so Aries, what is going on? So I already did all your cuts and shuffle. So right now, what does Aries need to know at this point in time? Okay. Okay, Aries, so looks like you have some new ideas for money. Maybe there is something that you're pursuing when it comes to your job. Maybe there's like a business idea that you're planning. There's young energy behind it. So it's a fresh idea, something that you've been thinking about for a while could be happening. Okay. So you also pulled the Three of Wands, and Wands deals with passion, action, energy. This is fire energy. Threes. So we're talking about cooperation, creativity. So it looks like you're either going to be traveling, taking a traveling opportunity that's going to allow you to make more money, or maybe you're thinking about making money overseas. For some of you, this can also be a business partnership. You're thinking about starting a new business partnership with somebody, because you see how this person is already looking out in the waters. They already have everything that they need. The Two Wands are standing by itself. So they have what they want, but they want to expand more. They want to explore more. So it's looking like you're going to look for new opportunities to expand your money on what you already have. And that could be a collaboration with somebody. This can be overseas. This could be during travel. Okay. What else can I get for Aries? What else for Aries? Okay. Queen of Wands. Be mindful while you're expanding. Well, hold on. Let me get a clarifier for that Queen of Wands, please. Okay. For some of you, this opportunity that you're trying to do and expand, there's going to be someone behind it. So you have two Knight energies and then you have a Queen energy. So the court cards could be a person, or it could just be energy that we already have within ourselves. Because all of us, we have masculine and feminine energy. So when I see this and the way that I placed it originally, what I was getting ready to originally say was there's probably going to be a business opportunity or some kind of expansion that you're thinking of. And there's probably going to be a woman behind it trying to block that expansion. She's going to try to block that idea. And then I ended up pulling this next because you have the Knight of Pentacles next. So we got Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. But it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, yeah, she's going to come in. She might be a hater. But at the end of the day, you're still gonna push through because it's a Knight. So you went from, I have this idea, I'm planning, I'm setting up the steps to make this creative endeavor work out. I'm gonna go for it, pursue it. You might have a hater along the way, but then this Knight of Pentacles is like, I don't give a damn. I'm still gonna do it regardless. Like, nothing is gonna come in my way. I am determined. You're not gonna get away in the way of my money. And then right next to it, we have the Knight of Cups. So we have another Knight of Cups. So Knights, again, it's taking action, moving forward. However, this Knight is really relaxed. So he's still moving forward, but it's not as aggressive with this wand energy. And that makes sense because Cups and Pentacles, this is earth and water. This is yin energy. This is passive, but it's reversed. So don't be surprised if you have a hater among you, like maybe a woman with authority who's going to try to emotionally manipulate you. Maybe she's going to emotionally manipulate you and try to convince you why you shouldn't go for this. But it's like you don't care. Like, you're going to go for it anyway. Let me keep pulling. What else does Aries need? Let me move this up a bit. What else does Aries need to know? Yeah, whatever this opportunity, could be a creative opportunity overseas. What else does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? I could take top, I could take flyers. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so whoever this hater is, if it is a hater trying to block you, don't even worry about it, because then you pull the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So some of you, this idea that you want to start, that you're planning, go ahead and go for it, because you have an Ace of Pentacles. This is a good card. So aces are like new beginnings, starting something new business idea, creativity, something with abundance. This can be work abundance, something of value for you. And this was the potential, the planning stage, the seed stage. But the pages are usually students, planning, children, but I don't think this is a child. I feel like this is you, and you have this youthful energy. So maybe it's something that you wanted to do. Maybe it's something that your inner child wants to do. It's something that you've always wanted to do, and you're getting ready to expand on that. Because, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, you're expanding. Plus, you got a 4. So it's something with stability. Whatever creative project or creative endeavor you're trying to do, it's going to provide you with more stability. You're expanding. So you might be expanding in the home. There might be some expansion in the home. Let's see. Yeah, and it's like that wand energy is really prevalent. And you have 3 of Wands upright over this 1 wand. And we add these wands together, that's 4 wands total. But this 4 of Pentacles, it's countering that. On top of majority of the wands in this spread for you, Aries, is 3 wands up. So you have this energy on top of the Knight, which Knights are all about action, movement, travel. So this just reconfirms the traveling. You're going to be traveling. Or you might, okay, so for some of you, you guys might get a traveling opportunity, like a creative travel opportunity or like a business endeavor. And you're probably going to come across somebody in a position of authority, and they are, not a nice person. They could have mostly feminine energy. They could be passive aggressive, manipulator. Just be mindful of that person. And it could be a boss, because think about it, like, oh, I'm taking this new job. I want to be on my best behavior. They have like, I'm mad I was getting ready to call it a trial period, but like, damn it, what is it? Aries, you know what I'm talking about, when like you go for a job and then like you, like they gauge your performance and it's like, are they going to be with the team? It could be that. So some of you guys could be accepting a job offer, but just know that your direct supervisor is not a nice person. But if you want to persevere and if you really need this job, just try to bite your tongue, because it's going to provide you with stability. But the reason I was thinking it was like a boss, like why have your paycheck, is because of the stability card. Four of Pentacles. You guys, also, some of you guys, this opportunity, this creative opportunity, this business opportunity is going to allow you guys to pay off debt. If you guys do get an opportunity, because sometimes, okay, pages can also be messages. So you might get a message of a business opportunity. If so, you need to take it, because it's going to provide you with more stability. And the person who might be giving you the message might be either a woman, authority figure, or it's going to be a male with mostly feminine energy. But he's going to be passive aggressive. And if I just, okay, so if I just look at this person as a person, if I just look at this person, these cards as a person, right? And this is this is what they're trying to do. They're getting ready to send you a message. Let's say this is them, this whole row right here. Then this just lets me know that they're going to be on you about your job. So like deadlines, you better be on time. Don't fuck up. Don't miss anything, because they're going to be watching you, and they're holding your paycheck over your head. And if you do anything to mess up your probation period, that's what I was like, damn, what am I trying to say? If you mess it up, they have the potential to fire you. But something tells me you're going to be fine. But just be aware, some of you guys could be taking a new job opportunity, but this is your boss. This is your boss right here. Other of you, it's just you're going overseas. Whatever you've been planning for a while, it's time to take that action. Go ahead and go. Go ahead and do it. Now is the time. Is there anything else for Aries? Anything else Aries needs to know? Yeah. I think it's this person. Because how I just separated it, and I was just like, oh yeah, it could be something tells me that Aries, this is you right here. And then that these two court cards, now with this court card, the King of Wands, this is a person. Yeah, okay, so I'm confirming it right now. This person is an ass. Okay, they're gonna be, they might fake smile on your face. Okay, if you come across, okay, let's say you go to a job and they're like, oh yeah, we're a family here, and it's your boss telling you that, beware, they're probably lying. Because cups, emotions, relationships, so they could try to do like, I feel like it's gonna be like emotional manipulator. Just be mindful, especially if you're in the probation period. Like, I hate to say it, like, to be honest, if they're like too much, because this is the King of Wands, so they're like at the top of their suit. If they're upright, there would be authority, power, just everything that encompass. Oh my god, oh my god, what word am I trying to say? Everything that embodies, everything that embodies a wand, all the good traits, perseverance, spark, passion, all that. That is the King of Wands upright. But the fact that it's reversed, he's probably a bully or a tyrant. He might use his resources to abuse power. Can I get a clarifier on that? Let me get you guys a clarifier, Aries. I'm going to use this deck, which I already shuffled it. I was just like, let me put it in the container so I can hurry up and just start y'all's read. Can I get a clarifier for the King of Wands, please? clarifier for the King of Wands. Clarifier, King of Wands. Ace of Swords. And the Devil, reverse. Yeah, they're gonna... They might have some... Definitely some manipulation. I'm not really sure what the manipulation is. But there's definitely going to be some manipulation there. So swords, intelligence, truth. So they might be dishonest or a dishonest boss. There's going to be some conflict. They might, yeah, that passive aggressive, because what gets me is this Knight of Cups. And knights can also be impulsive and impatient because they're knights, like they're ready to go. And usually, like as court cards, knights can be considered adolescents if you were to assign them to people. So they're gonna be an immature boss. So there's a job opportunity. I was so happy for you guys, Aries, but this person is just not a good person. They're really gonna like mess with you. They're gonna don't be surprised if they're starting arguments. If you guys are already at a job where you have a boss who's doing this to you, who's being a tyrant, being a bully, being a dictator, they're using their power and their resources. Knight of Pentacles, their resources are using their power to bully you, to start arguments, to create hostility. Then this lets me know that it's probably your time to go ahead and venture out and find a new job. That could be this reading. So Aries, weigh it out. I'm not saying quit your job today. Especially if you don't have a backup plan, please don't quit your job. Create a backup plan. Be that Page of Pentacles. Start planning. Because once you start planning, right? Because this is you. This is not this person. This is you right here, Aries. This is them. Once you start planning and you go through with it, whatever idea you have, and you travel and you quit this job, you'll be so much happy. You'll be successful when this happens. Because yeah, it seems like some of you guys have a boss, or you're working for something, or you're working for a company, and it's like you want to leave but you can't because your bills are tied up, you have debt, you have family to feed, you have mouths to feed. Maybe you need the medical coverage, the dental coverage. And now you got this king who's starting shit and being hostile. Then you have the Devil. So we know that the Devil upright, it deals with addictions, maybe just accepting who you are, bondage, illusions, matter over spirit, illusions and material. But the fact that it was reversed, okay, this is gonna be so random. If I have any female Aries, if you identify as a female or non-binary, hell, even a male, whatever, this boss could be into red pill content. He could be like, he could have that mindset like you need to be barefoot and pregnant. Okay, here's another one. And if so, also try to get proof before you go to HR. They could be racist, because this can also be racism and bigotry. Yeah. Okay. So also, okay. So usually in the Rider-Waite, you'll see two people and the Devil, and they're like in bondage and stuff. So on top of that, that can be like pleasure, temptation, sexuality. So reverse can also be prostitution. So this might be a small portion of you, but if you guys are into sex work, whether that's being a stripper and consensual sex work, FYI. But if you guys are into that, if that's your job, This could be like you're sick of being a stripper and you don't want to do it anymore because maybe the club owner is trying to take all y'all money. Well, yeah, girl, if you want to go to college, if you want to be diamond, yeah, you can do it. You can go out and be what you want to be. So that might be a small portion of you. If you're not a stripper or into sex work, don't take it. So I just, I was just like, oh my God. Because I was like, oh my God, is this a pimp? So, like, sorry. So, and I'm not judging it either. Look, do what you got to do. As long as you weren't forced to do it, you're of age, it is what it is. But yeah, girl, better than me. You couldn't be taking my damn tips. But if you're not into that, yeah, I just think this boss, this person, it's either going to be a boss that's trying to stop you from your dreams or trying to, and they're in the way of your paycheck, or it's going to be somebody around you. Maybe you was talking to somebody about an idea, like, yeah, friend, yeah, leader, dad. This could be a father figure, because that's the thing. Court cards, kings and queens can be parents, grandparents. Maybe you was talking to your narcissistic father and they were like, you ain't never gonna be shit, or what about me? You ain't gonna take care of me? Whatever. Well, get out my house. I don't know. Like, that's another thing. You guys could be living with parents or grandparents, which is fine, especially with today's economy. And maybe you're sick of it and you're like, I'm about to move. Fuck this. I'm not doing this anymore. It could be that. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I have for you, Aries. I'm going to close it right here. Somebody going to be like, oh, I am going to leave the strip club. Yes, girl. That's what's up. I mean, stay there if you want to, but yeah. That ain't right. Because I heard like the strip club managers, like they be stealing all the women's tips and like be taking more than what they should. So, but it's like you got to keep working there because it's like, it's like easy money. But I don't want to do this anymore. My bad, y'all. Like, I'm right next to the highway, so. See, that could be a sign right there. You hear that car? You need to leave. So go ahead and leave the strip club. Go to school or whatever business idea. You could do it. I believe in you. If it's not the strip club for some of y'all, you guys are probably working a job and y'all's boss is just not a good person. Again, if there's some racism or any kind of bigotry or red pill talk or anything, especially at a job, if you can get it documented like via email and then go to HR, let's say you did all your due diligence, you went to HR, it just didn't work out, it's time for you to quit. It's time for you to go. However, I will recommend, tarot aside, definitely make sure you have a backup plan. Because once you plan, like the Page of Pentacles, like all pages, students, you'll be fine. Yeah, this person, I don't know. I don't know what their deal is. So there's definitely some hostility there with that person. And it's giving me like a boss. And then also be aware, whoever you're talking to, let's say this is a parent, they could be jealous of you. Because Queen of Wands reverse is jealousy, deceit. Jealousy and deceit. Maybe you guys are working a job and you realize they shorted you in your paycheck. Or they're not treating you fairly at your job. There could be some aggression. And again, it could be a red pill person, womanizer. They could be financially abusive. Maybe you guys are in a financially abusive relationship or a partnership. Whatever it is, you guys definitely need to go because you have the green right here. This is y'all's green light. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have more pentacles than anything, so definitely get on that. So, but that is your reading, Aries. Thank you so much. If anybody would like a more personal read, feel free to go to my website, adahearttarot.com. And yeah, please follow the instructions. Until next time.